Alright, I'm a Sovereign Sage. So, I actually had recorded parts 328 and 29 2 days ago. Back when this was saying 6 days. Um, I think it was saying like 3 or 4 days just a couple days ago, and that's when I had recorded the other parts. However, the original 327 that I had, I actually had to delete it, and I'm actually going to redo it. Mainly because I was covering the Misty Dungeons event, and because, oh god, I got a lot of air. I ate before this, so I'm like, ugh. I had music playing on my phone in the background, you know, just like royalty-free music that I always listen to. But the problem with that was that the music was actually too loud. Um, so I kind of ruined the whole video. Like, I thought it was fine, and then when I went back and was rewatching the video, I noticed that it was like too loud. Um, and you couldn't even hear what I was saying at parts. At certain points when I was saying stuff, it was like the music was too loud and you couldn't hear me, and I was like, well, this is a bust. So I decided that I'm gonna go ahead and just re-record it. So we have the sprouting trial, the might and determination trials to go through. So I've decided to redo them. It kind of sucks because on one trial, my strongest hit is with Nahida, with like at 20,000, like 927. I think it's the last one. Yeah, 20,971 actually. I knew there was a 7 in there somewhere. And I was trying to see if I can get a stronger hit with someone else, and I couldn't for some reason. I kept trying to use Scar, trying to see what with the current build that they have for him in the trial. I was like, what's the strongest hit I can get off of this? And some of his default hits, like just normal attacks, I think we're getting up to anywhere from 5,000 to 9 to 10,000. And I think the strongest strike I pulled off was like 11,001. And I was like, I can't seem to get any higher than this, especially when his elemental burst goes off. It seems like it hits all of the enemies for the same amount of damage. So if it hits one for like 5,000 something, it hits like the other 5 or 6 for the exact same amount, and some are a little less. And I kept trying to get like a stronger hit, and I just couldn't. So yeah, like originally I had music in the background that was like this. You know, just like simple shit, but it was like too fucking loud. And I was like, no. I thought it was fine, but my phone is really loud and my mic picks up really loud. So it screwed up the entire video, because there were some parts where like the song I had it on loop. I had like one song that I had replaying over and over again. Because you know how they have, YouTube has ads on every video, so I had to loop it so that no ads would show up. The problem was that it was just too loud overall. Like, no matter what I did, it was just too loud. And I was like, oops, fuck. So we can use spread and all of that, but I'm gonna just pick, because I've already completed the challenge they wanted for that, I'm gonna just use the, whatever characters. So you can use your trial characters or mine. So out of these trials, these are the only 3 I have that are actually mine. I actually do have Candace, Kale, and Fischl. However, do not have Yai or Nahida or Kokomi. I've tried to get Yai and Kokomi. Not Yai. Kokomi and Nahida. I didn't try for Yai at all. I maybe put like 1 on hers, but I didn't really care for her personally. So I just used these 2 I tried, and I didn't get them. I've gotten screwed out of like 8 characters. Like, I've lost Zhongli and Venti twice. I've lost Kazuha twice. I've lost Sino and Nilo, and Layla, and Nahida, and Kokomi, and it's like, what the shit. So far, it looks like I'm almost gonna lose Skara. Because every 10 wishes you do, you're guaranteed 1 4-star or 5-star, and for some reason they keep giving me 4 stars. I've already gotten like about 7 or 8 4-stars all back to back from each other, it seems like. I even got hold on. Yeah, I can't do it. I've gotten, Shan Ling off of Skara's banner, and I'm like, why is she there? And I was told that there's a rule in the game that if you get a character on a banner who's not on the banner, the next main character you get is supposed to be the main character of that banner, like, to make up for it, but so far I still haven't gotten them. They've given me Yanfei twice, plus Goro and Firezun and Shunling, and then they've given me like a bunch of 4-star weapons, and then I haven't received one 5-star, and I've already put over 50 wishes, and they still haven't given me it, so... I mean, it's bound to happen, you know, at some point. It's probably going to be one of the last ever draws I do, because that does happen sometimes.
Right now.
What was that? Holy shit. Yeah, so I have to redo this because the music I had was too loud and screwed up the video. It's really unprecedented. That was really slow. Holy shit. It kind of does suck. Like, I had it all set up, it was fine, and because I guess the music on my phone was too loud, it screwed up the entire video. Because it didn't seem like it was a problem at first. But when I went back and re-listened to my capture, I was like, yeah, the music is way too loud, because that was like all you could hear. And I was like, shit. You don't have to do these, but I do usually. It's just like one enemy. I'm a little quieter than usual because I have a headache. I suffer with headaches frequently, so... I wake up with a headache every day of my life. I suffer with this thing that's inherited. I get it from my grandmother, where we suffer with painful headaches. Sometimes it really just disrupts my ability to think.
The second round of the test of courage is about to begin.
Yeah.
Paimon wonders if the Shrine Maiden knows anything about what Hazel told us. Let's go ask her.
I hate when other quests that I'm doing interrupt other quests, because that's like spoilers. I am doing that as well. It's just my videos are coming out a little late because I had to re-record this part. So the other two parts have already been done. All parts were done, but like I said, I had to delete it. So it doesn't exist anymore. And I can't publish the other two unless I get this one done. Which sucks. So a lot of my videos are out of order and they're probably not going to make a whole lot of sense. It's not a big deal because these videos don't get viewed much and I don't really think anyone cares, but for the people that are watching them, I have a couple friends that are following them and I don't want it to be confusing. I like how she was hitting him while facing the other direction. Did you see that? Yeah, I just have to do this quickly so that I can go do that, but I'm not going to include the Test of Courage trial stuff in this. I'm solely focusing on just this because that's its own separate video and I don't want to include it in it. I just wanted to go through it because, like I said, I was covering this challenge mode and I had to delete it because I screwed it up. It's just simple as that. I have always told myself before, never play music in the background of my videos unless it's like something where it needs it, but see, it has music. I like the Egyptian music that's playing as default in the background, but I just left my phone on and it was a bad idea.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Just screwed up the entire video.
I see everything.
So I could have left it, but like,
A sight to behold.
it was too loud. It just ruined everything.
We shall prevail.
Turning in the Shan lane. We're turning in the Shanghua from SoCal. Just the
Covenant of the Deep.
He's not affected by water, bro.
Show them.
Show them the power of my Hydro Bloom. God, that was weak. Look at that. Yeah, I am really curious. I've been really wanting to continue that because it unlocks in a day. And at the time, it had already been longer than a day for me. And I was like, why isn't this open yet? And it feels like 2 days to me, but maybe it's because my sleep schedule screwed up. But I swear it opened up like the day before yesterday. It opened up like at like 7 or 8 in the morning. And then I fell asleep and woke up at night, like early the next day. And it still said that it had a day left, and I was like, what the hell? Like, 10 or 8 so hours have gone by, how is it still saying 24 hours? And it was like really confusing me. But now it's telling me that it's open now. I don't know, maybe my sense of time is just awry, but it's, I don't know. I like the way she runs, just her feet slapping on the floor. I have a friend who watched me play this. He doesn't personally like this game. He prefers Honkai because that's what he started with, but he was like, God, she's a terrifying lolly demon. Her eyes are too big. Like, he says her eyes take up her entire face, but I don't know, I think she's cute. I actually do like this character. I tried to get her, but my game hates me.
Where do you think you're?
Somewhere you're not. I don't know, usually the way these games play out is like if I don't get a character during their banner, I do get them eventually. It just takes like 2 years. I'm not even kidding. It takes me like 2 years.
Do your worst. Hear my prayer.
Okay, hold on. Why is she so fucking weak? Like, they're giving her the catch, which is a really strong weapon, but why does she feel so weak here? What the fuck is happening? Why do they give her an electro set? Like, yeah, it increases her health, I get it. Or no, that's the middle, that's the yellow ones. But the emblem of Severed Fate. You get those from Inazuma. The purple ones. I mean, all it does is give her recharge for 20. I feel like this isn't built correctly. You need to give her something that gives her more attack as well as something to do with her element. Yeah, I mean, it increases her health and it gives her energy recharge. Those are good, but that's not the way I would build this character, and I have this character, so... Like, she feels weak as shit.
You're exposed.
Like, look at the damage I'm doing.
Impressive.
Look at that. 600 every hit? That is weak, bro.
Make yourselves a move!
Holy fuck.
Commit it to memory!
Oh my god.
Emerge. What a nuisance.
Yeah, I'm having issues. All of a sudden, I'm having issues.
Right now. Nothing lasts forever.
True. Okay. If I would have had like a fire character, it probably would have been great, but not really.
We shall prevail.
What is it? Oh yeah, okay, that's an imbuement.
Grow!
Some of these guys are tough though. It's not an understatement. I let go because I thought I got it. Shouldn't have let go.
I see everything!
I shouldn't have let go. Put a fucking jellyfish on the field like it's Pokemon.
Come on out.
What I need to do here is combine Yain Miko with Nahida.
The Temple of Wisdom!
Fucking Prince of Persia up here. Or not really Prince of Persia, more like fucking Mummy Returns. Those are some of my favorite movies, believe it or not. Brendan Fraser is great.
Hear my prayer.
Like the water, son. Oh, here it comes. I like how she laughs about it. She's like, this is funny. Hit me again. Oh. That was absolutely pathetic. She's like, hit me again. I like pain. Oh my god, I'm a masochist. Oh, my game always freezes like that. So I'm curious. I feel like I can't play too well because I'm more focused on the other event that I was doing. So I'm really invested in it. Like, you go because the Yashiro Commission's like, go to Shinju Forest and enter the test of courage. And Ayato tells us to. And then we ran into the Lecture Archon when we were with Kazuha because I picked him as my partner. I'm still curious if he is still my partner or not because the way that ended, it ended kind of funny. And she's like, there's a mysterious game that appeared on the beach, ha ha ha. And Heizo told us to like stay away from it, but like we go to it anyway because we're idiots. And it's actually fun. It's like a ping pong game. I was unsure on how I felt about it at first, but when I went and actually did it, it was kind of interesting. It's this. So the second half opened up. Yeah, so does that mean Shadow Dark is open too? No, Shatter Dark is not, because I need to unlock the other thing to get here. Alright, I'll worry about that when I get there. So let's go to Might. Alright. I don't know. Okay. Like I said, I'm just going through these just to showcase them in case people want to know how I did personally. Seems like these videos were getting viewed a whole lot. The last Miss Dungeons one I did, and I think it's only because I had Kazuha as a fucking thumbnail. I mean, using him as a thumbnail will get anyone's attention. It's kind of funny though, ever since Scar came out, that's all you see for this game. I was watching a friend's video and like some ad, like I got like 3 different ads for Genshin. And each of the ads had to do with Skara or Nahida, and I was like, what is this? There's more to the game than just these 2 characters. I mean, I guess it's like a promotional thing, like, oh, try the game, and I feel like it's almost slightly misleading, because you're telling people, oh, if you play the game, you get to play as these characters. Yeah, you get to play as them, only if you get them, if you draw them. You don't get to just start the game and you get to play as them immediately, like with other games. So it is kind of my personal opinion, that's a mislead. You're tricking people into playing it thinking they get that character and you don't. You have to draw them off a banner and sometimes you don't get them, like me for instance. You can try for it, but you're not going to get that character, so...
Let's go!
It is a mislead. You think, oh cool, I like this character, if I play the game I get to play as them, but no.
Our bond is strong.
They have limited banners in this game, and it's like, if you get that character, you get it. If you don't, you just kind of miss out. It's a mislead.
Stars, shine for me. My guiding stars.
Moments of birth.
So because I have Albedo, this Albedo is using a combination of mine.
Get with me.
Whoop. This flower lifted her for a moment.
Who wants some of this?
I like Ito, his banner is active too, but I haven't bet on it yet because I'm trying to get Scar right now. It kind of sucks because it feels like I'm losing my chance at getting Ito because I want Skara more. But if I'm not having such bad luck getting Skara, chances are I probably wouldn't even get Ito either. So I'm gonna skip that one. That's pretty much how I see it. It's like if I'm having such a hard time getting one character, it would probably be the same. It is funny though, sometimes I do get lucky and they do give me the 5-star character right away, because on Child's Banner, which was last time, I already had him. But I put in like maybe, I think, 20 wishes and then they gave him to me right away. Which is why I don't understand why I've put in over 50 and they still haven't given me Skara. It's like, how does that work? Like, why? It's absurd.
Witness my great undertaking.
Like, sometimes I feel like it's rigged. I feel like it's rigged. Maybe it isn't. Man, I wanted to get her on the flower and he fucking ruined it.
Burst forth.
I need her on here. Come on.
Cole, mine's the man. Not now.
And when I try to do something and the enemies fuck it up.
Out of my way.
Like, I needed her to be up there. Asta.
It's showtime. Feel this ancient power.
There's a cheese in this game, so right before an enemy goes to hit you, if you have an elemental burst pull and you use it, you won't take any damage.
Lightning purified. Get with me.
The night is cold.
Coming to be. Moment of birth.
Stars, shine for me.
Oh, coming through.
Fucking okay.
Attaboy. Ha! Can't catch me.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so like usually right before an attack goes to hit you, if you have an elemental burst full and you use it, you won't take any damage at all. It's kind of like a funny cheese thing to do. I usually do it all the time. That's why sometimes I'll stand around on purpose, because I can't really do anything without getting hit. So I usually just wait for my elemental, their elemental burst to fill, and then I use it upon getting hit. I don't know, does she take damage in the bubble? Because I thought last time she didn't. Well, he's not exactly hitting her.
No escape.
You idiot.
Don't be scared.
Take it.
So soon.
How am I leaving? I'm right in front of you.
Feel this ancient power. Burst forth.
Oh, this guy needs to chill out.
My guiding stars.
Our bond is strong.
Coming to be.
Can't run from death.
It's showtime.
Man, Ito hits like a fucking truck, though. Like, every time I've used him in the trials, the way they have him built, he hits so hard. He does a fuck ton of damage. I think in one of the trials, he is my strongest attack. Like, my strongest one hit.
Lightning terrified.
Your sacrifice is ready. Shine for me. Not now.
Witness my great undertaking. Live. Who wants some of this?
You were my fucking lightning and... How about no?
The golden slumber.
Was a world quest that I did that took me a while to do. That quest was kind of interesting. It was fun in its own way. It was really long and like drug on for a while, but the ending was really cool. Where like you're in this pyramid and this girl's father sacrifices himself to save us. And then there's like this giant like purple wall that starts coming towards us. Like it starts enveloping the whole pyramid we're in. And I was like, God, this is so Mummy Returns, it hurts. Sometimes I wonder if they don't get their inspiration from that, because The Mummy Returns had some interesting gimmicks, like walls closing at the same time. And when that one guy whose name I can't remember summons like a giant water wall of his face to chase down their air balloon at one point. And then like he does it also again in the desert with a sandstorm, and it's like, I wonder if they get a lot of their inspiration from that, because there's some things in this game that hint towards Star Wars shit. Like there's an Aranara named Ara Anakin, and he's like, I hate sand, it's rough and coarse and it gets everywhere, and it's straight up a fucking Anakin line. Hayden Christensen says that in the movie when he's talking to Padme or whatever. So I thought that was hilarious. What was that sound she made just now? What the fuck? Sounded like she took a bite out of something.
Stand with me. Looking for a fight?
Sure.
The night is cold.
Yeah, I forgot she's a cryo character.
Feel this ancient power.
The way he
Burst
says
forth.
that.
Cold. Mine's the command.
It's showtime. Let's go.
Okay, no. Spinning towards me like a freak.
I'll settle this. Our bond is strong.
Stars, shine for me.
Come to be. Witness my great undertaking.
Was that a 10,000 hit?
Burst forth.
It was. Okay. Well, my Albedo hits pretty hard too. He's not close at the 10,000 range yet, but it's close. So I think it's using stats from mine because I have him. It's not the same build. That's the sword I have for him, and I think that's the exact same level it's at too. The only thing that's different is this artifact set. They're like, give him the opulent dreams, and I'm like, no. Yeah, because I don't have any consolation for him. The only thing is all of those are at 8, and I think mines are at 4. That's the only reason why some of my characters are weak, is because I'll tell you 3 reasons why. One reason, my talents are not high leveled. Second reason, constellations are not maxed. Third reason, some of my characters are using 4-star artifacts instead of 5, and that's what's making it difficult, because 4-star artifacts only go to level 16, as where 5-star go to 20. You can go to level 20. So I'm limiting myself by like almost like 4 levels to make my characters stronger. So that's why some of my characters are weak as shit. And a fourth reason is because some of them just aren't high level.
Oh, mine's a command.
Only some of my characters are at 60 and 70 and 80.
Burst forth.
Everybody else is like at 40.
Oh, coming through.
I only maxed out the characters I really like past 60 or 70 actually.
Stars, shine for me.
It won't lift her because he's pushing over her. He's stopping her from elevating because she's underneath him.
It's showtime. Witness my great undertaking.
Out of my way!
Oh, mine's a command. Not now.
Come on, Layla, you can do it. I believe you can do it. Fuck him up. Yes. She's a character I wanted but didn't get because she's like the only cryo sword character in the game. I'm pretty sure because all the other cryo characters use like different shit. Well, actually she's not because Kaya is also a cryo sword, but I mean like female is what I meant. She's the only female character with a sword that's ice. Because the other cryo characters I have, they're either bow characters or they're claymore characters. Because the only other sword character I have that's ice is Kaya, but he's a male, so... And what I meant is she's the only girl that has a single sword that's ice. I'm pretty sure she is. Because when it comes to the ice characters, she's the only character with a fucking sword. Because she has, polearm. Shen, how are you? Shenhe just looks like a reskin of A to me. Like the way they stand and the way they kind of look and act. She looks like A. I know she's completely different, but when I see her walk and the way she moves, she just looks like the Electro Archon to me. Some people are probably like, what the fuck? But no, when I look at her, I see the Electro Archon. She just looks like a reskin. Like, they have that same look on their face, and their hairstyle is kind of like, not similar. It's just the way they are built, the way the character model moves, and the way they act. It's too similar to the Electro Archon. And I see it really badly when I stare at her. Like, they stand the fucking same. They have that same solemn, I'm in a dream look on their face. See what I mean? How they just have that look like, I'm here, but not here. And the way their hair kind of goes long in its back. The way they stand. I know there are two different characters, but when I look at them, I see them. Like when I see just a different version of A. It's like, I know they're two different, but to me, it's the fucking eyes. She just looks like a reskin to me. Well, here's another sword character, which is Ayaka. So I guess there is another one. But I don't know, there's just something about Layla that's different, though. Because she's Claymore, bow. Well, I mean, Ayaka counts, but I mean, like, her, I feel like I just like Layla better, because I like her overall appearance and her style. Ayaka was okay, she's okay as a character, but she's not somebody I particularly focus on. Alright, so this one is a free-for-all where you just pick whoever the hell you want. Ayato is pretty good because you can hold his charge down. Combine those two. Like, I know she isn't the only female one, it's just like, what I meant, like, is her style is different. Like, she's more unique and stands out in her own right. Not only that, she has that ball that she summoned that's like a wind chime, and I'm somebody who likes wind chimes. I actually collect them. Like, every year I would get a different one. I have them literally suspended from my ceiling right now. I have, like, close to 30, if not more. I can hit one if you don't believe me. Okay. I meant to make him fly, but I was too close to the aiming of the damn point, and it grabbed him. Shit. It needs to get to 3.
Into the wind.
I didn't mean to go for him. I went to go for her so I can combine that immunity. Because they're, well, no, maybe not. Never mind. Okay.
As one with wind and cloud. The wind knows me.
Oh my
Don't be
god.
scared.
Did I get it? I'm missing one. Really?
The night is cold.
Really, bro?
Yeah.
Drop on him. Oh, I'm too low.
Follow my strength.
Yeah, it goes around her hand. Man, it takes forever to get that charge. Like, you hold it and it's just like, nope. Hold on. So apparently, in the patch notes, they were saying that Skara is broken. Apparently, when you use his elemental burst in midair, he doesn't come down. So if you go like this,
You dare to gaze upon me?
he comes down for me. But for other people, they're saying he doesn't.
This dance is for you.
Oh, mine's the command.
Then again, this is the trial, so it probably doesn't count. But I guess if you actually have him, there's some like weird glitch thing happening where he doesn't come down. God, that blocked my fucking screen so hard. So that's his plunge attack, right? So in my original video, there was something I was raving about, which was another reason why I decided to delete it and re-record it. So my main problem is, Scar, for instance, when you go to fly with him, like this, my main problem is that when he's flying, you don't have a button that brings him down with an attack. He just either comes down on his own, or you have to cancel it. And my main problem that I was complaining about is I feel that somebody like him should have an attack that is similar to this,
One with nature.
where you go up and you come down with an attack. I was basically arguing the point that I feel that it sucks that he does not have an attack that brings him down. You either stay flying or you don't. There's not something that brings him down with an attack, and that was like my main argument. Like, it was driving me insane. That somebody like him should have that. It's true, you should be able to bring him down quickly with some kind of an attack. Yeah, you can say his elemental burst does that, but that's not what I want, you know?
Stars, shine for me.
I want something similar to what Kazuha has, where you go up and then you come down with an attack, but I guess it's only unique to him, so. Which is understandable. I know they want every character to be different from each other.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
But I don't know. You're making my life hard. Come on.
Sight the insects. Behold. You're dead.
I like how he has a recoil balance catch in midair. Yeah, there's not a way to bring him down more quicker than that, and that was like the main thing that I'm annoyed with. I'm sure a lot of other people would probably agree that he should have an attack that brings him down when he's flying, and there isn't one. I mean, I figure like that maybe they didn't program that, because if you look at the way his things are set up, you see how everybody else's elemental burst is set to, like, they're all set to the same button. My point is, he can use his in midair, nobody else can. And they probably think, well, that's the way you bring him down. You can bring him down with like that. But you don't always have an elemental charge, though. You know, compared to Kazuha's, I can use this whenever. I don't need anything. I can just freely use it.
My guiding stars.
Like, that's my argument.
Positions.
All eyes on me.
Couldn't even see you.
Oh, mine's the command.
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds call.
When he says shit like that, I'm like, oh shit.
Bow your head.
But yeah, that brings him down. But you don't always have that. That's like my main argument. Like, he needs to have an attack to bring him down quickly. Because what if you're flying and you want to like drop on someone? I don't think you can do a plunge attack with him while you're flying. Maybe you can, but I think I've tried it and it doesn't. Because that's his attack button. Because when he's flying, circle is his attack button. You can't actually bring him down. He's going through the platform. Okay, then. Wait, that's just my point, you know? Like, he can't plunge while you're flying with him, and I feel like you should be able to. But the reason why they don't is because that's the attack button. Which is why I'm thinking you could remap it, like map a new button, like the square button. The square button's not being used, so I could use square to bring him down. That's how I would have programmed it. But, you know, whatever. Whatever.
Into the wind.
Wow, those strikes come out a little slow.
Stars, shine for me.
The wind rises.
Those are really...
Know your place. As one with wind and cloud.
I always have to go over it every time, by the way.
Not now.
This dance is for you.
Follow straight.
Down.
Nope. I mean, he's fine as he is. I just want to be able to bring him down with something, and I can't, so... I mean, yeah, you bring him down like this. That's not what I need. That's not at all. I want something like this. Like what Kazuha has, but... Because they're two different characters, I understand. They want everybody to be different from each other.
Clouds high.
But come on. Oh my god.
Cold, line to command. The night is cold.
Dance with the winds. Here. Here.
Suck it, shitward.
Down.
Stars, shine for me. My guiding star.
One with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
I don't know why I wanted to call it Sohaya. No, it's not. Okay.
Cry loud. Behold.
He's gonna die. I'm gonna lose him. Oh boy. Alright. Well... Okay then. I don't know, that's just my main gripe, is with a character like that, who fucking flies, you would think he would have like some kind of a basic attack that you don't need anything to use. Like, when it comes to elemental bursts, they gotta be full before you can use them. As like with Kazuha's R2, you can just use it whenever. Like, I feel like he should have an attack that you can use whenever. You should be able to go up and then bring him back down with some kind of an attack of some sort, but because of the way he's set up, you just can't. That's my only main gripe with it, really. Otherwise, I like him as he is. I've always have liked him. It's just the way he plays. Like, I want to be able to bring him down more quickly, and it's like you can't unless his elemental burst is full, and I just hate it. Like, I should be able to bring him down or have some kind of an attack to have him come down as he's attacking, or vice versa. As he's coming down, have him do an attack. Like, why is it only elemental burst that brings him down? That's my main issue. But I guess that ain't a big deal. Well, I basically showed all of that. That's all I really have to... It's done now. So now Nilo is my strongest attack character. Funny. Yeah, I was right. Ito was my strongest attack. So he replaced that one I had with Nahida. No. Yeah, he did. Because I had her with this one. She was the strongest attack. Well, what do you know? Or actually, I think Kokomi replaced her because it was on this one. It was a 20,920s or 5071 or some shit. Well, interesting, I guess. Alright, well, I guess I'll leave that here because I only really wanted to cover these last 3 trials. I'm basically done with that, and it's going to be ending in like almost about 2 days. So I guess I'll go back to this now, since that's originally what I was doing. So this will be for part 330. Because I had to re-record this part because like I said, I had music playing in the background that screwed up the whole entire video, so. Oh well, don't know what to do about it. Nothing that can be done, I guess. But I guess, thanks for watching. If you did, that was me just covering all of that. And that's my only main issue, is that I wish he had an attack to bring him down besides his elemental burst. He should be able to bring him down with an attack, but there just isn't anything like that. And that could be another reason why people are getting glitches. Even in the patch notes, they were saying that he has an error where if you're hovering, you're flying, and you use an elemental burst, that it's supposed to bring him down, but for some reason, for some people, he's staying airborne and it's not bringing him down. I have not experienced that glitch, so I thought at first that I was, but I actually wasn't. It's when you use his elemental burst when flying and he stays hovering, when normally the way it's supposed to play is if you use an elemental burst while flying, it's supposed to bring him down. That's the way it's supposed to be programmed, but for some reason, there's some people getting a glitch where he stays airborne. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. But oh well.